What's good, gang? It's the King and welcome back to another video. Alright, so today on the channel we're going to be doing a what's in my camera bag. So basically I'm going to show you guys everything that's in my bag, and we're going to go item for item, and we're going to see what I actually use to make my videos and take my photos with. A good reason for doing this video is because I always get asked, yo, what kind of camera do you use? Your photos are, pretty dope. And, I was wondering, what type of equipment that you use to get those images and things of that nature. So I'm going to show you guys, each piece of equipment that I use and what's inside my camera bag on a daily and what I use daily. I never leave the house without my camera bag. I don't care where I'm going, what I'm doing. That camera bag goes with me no matter what, because I'm never going to miss a photo op or a video op. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So what we have here is my actual camera bag, and this is the Low Pro 450, and it has little hooks and stuff. Like if you have things you want to hook onto the bag, you can hook them all the way around. It's so many slots for you to hook things. Maybe you might have a tripod or something that you might want to hook in there. And this is a 360 of the bag. These are the straps, and this is the soft padding, which feels pretty good on your back, so all that weight and pressure from the bag won't be on your back, and it kind of gives you a little bit more comfort. Okay, so then what we have here is a hard shell, and this hard shell protects your camera, which sits inside of here. So what you would do is you would take this zipper, flip this upside down, you would take this zipper and you would zip all the way around, and then you lower this, and then your camera sits in here. But obviously my camera's not in there because my camera is here and here. So I have my A camera, which is right in front of me, and I have my B camera, which is right here to the side, getting all the B-roll footage. But this is what the inside looks like, and that's for easy access. You also have this pouch in here, which I keep my ND filter for my camera. And this is what my ND filter looks like. That is what the ND filter looks like. Let's get a little bit of zoom on that. And this is what my ND filter looks like. And this is a variable ND filter, a Hoyer 67mm. So for all your lenses that take a 67mm lens cap, this 67mm variable density filter lens will definitely work. And this is like sunglasses for your camera. As you can see, when I twist it to the right, it gets lighter. When I twist it to the left, it gets darker. So that's dark and that's light, as you can see as I twist it open. So it lightens or darkens. This way you can use high apertures when you're shooting your video, and you can get that shallow depth of field that you like in daylight hours or in bright conditions without having to change any settings on your camera. This is what that allows you to do. So this right here is a lifesaver. So I'm gonna put that away. Okay, also what I keep in my camera bag is a little USB drive, a little portable flash drive right here, a little portable USB flash drive. You never know when this might come in handy, so I like to keep a little portable USB flash drive on hand. And this one right here is made by Gorilla, so this is a Gorilla drive, and that's what this one is right here. So definitely want to have that on deck. Okay, right here what you have is little side compartments right here, one on each side, and I keep little things in here like cleaners and blowers and stuff like that. to, you know, clean the sensors of the camera. You got the Q-tips to help, and I keep those in the side compartment. And then you also have another one right here, another side compartment, and I keep my lens tissue in here. This is where the lens tissues go. So after you spray the lens down with solution, you will then wipe it with the lens tissue, like I said before, and I keep that in there. I don't know where my solution is. It's supposed to be in the bag, but you know, we're gonna keep moving forward now. So we're gonna unzip it, and it unzips from the back. The part that lies up against your back is the part where it unzips from. This way, if somebody's trying to do some sneaky, you know, mischievous stuff to you, you know, to try to take something out of your bag, they won't be able to get it unless they access the back panel, which it opens from the back of the bag and not the front of the bag. So that definitely comes in handy. So let's see, what else do I have in my bag? Okay, for starts, I have my Manfrotto tripod, and I use the Manfrotto tripod for vlogging and things of that nature. It definitely comes in handy. So, you know, when I got my RX 100 on there, I hold it up like this, and I go like this or like that, and you know, I'm vlogging and things of that nature. So I always keep this in there no matter what, and this is definitely good for vlogging. You know, you can have a nice little grip handheld, and you don't have to physically hold the camera in your hand, and you can sit it down when your hand gets tired. So, you know, that Manfrotto tripod comes in handy. Okay, I also have this right here. Okay, and what this is a ball head joint which goes into the top of your DSLR where the flash or an external monitor will go. You stick it in, and you tighten it down with this right here. And then you can mount a small camera on top, or a light, or whatever you want to mount. But typically what I do is I use this right here for my GoPro. So this way, when I want to film and do a behind the scenes, I can film and do behind the scenes footage with the GoPro, shooting the behind the scenes footage while I'm doing a photo shoot. So this is what I use this for. So, you know, I have the GoPro on top, and then I have, you know, this mounted to the DSLR. I'll hit record on there, and it'll start recording, and then I can, you know, take my photos and things of that nature and still capture video. So this right here is definitely in my bag at all times too. What we have here is the Sony 18-105 f.4 G lens. And this right here is pretty dope. I haven't really broken this lens in yet. It's still fairly new, and I'm going to take this lens out in a little bit, maybe in the next day or so, and I'm going to put it to some real world tests and things of that nature. But this lens is pretty dope. This lens has a nice smooth focus ring, and it has a nice smooth zoom ring. So you know, it's a really good build quality, and everything is internally, which means that everything happens in the inside of the body. So you don't see the lens physically zooming in and out of the camera or in and out of the lens body. So on most cameras or zoom lenses, you'll see, you know, the zoom in and out, back and forth, but not with this one. Everything is internal. So this lens is great, you know, to use on gimbals and things like that, because the weight won't change, which means that you won't have to recalibrate or rebalance your gimbal. You just set it up one time and then you go. Okay, this guy right here is my go-to portrait lens when I want to get super creamy, shallow depth of field. This is the Sony 85 1.8 millimeter lens. And this right here is a beast. Look at that glass. That glass is beautiful, just like on the f4 18-105. You know, you can tell a good quality lens just by looking at it. And then, of course, it has a nice smooth focus ring on it as well. And then you got your auto and your manual focus right here. This is what the back looks like. So yeah, I got that in there. So let's get that back in the bag. All right, also before I go on, I also have the Sony a6500 with the Sigma 16mm 1.4, which I'm shooting this video on. So if some of y'all wonder how I got this super crispy visual, it's because I'm using the Sigma 1.4 on the a6500 Sony body, and that combination is like a match made in heaven. So those two items are also in my camera bag, but I can't show you because it's actually physically on the camera. And I have my RX 100, which is my B-roll camera when you know, shooting my videos in the studio. But when I'm out in the field, I like to take the RX 100 Mark V and use it for my vlog camera because it's a very light setup and it's so much easier to carry, you know, than my mirrorless a6500 with the 16 1.4 Sigma lens, which is, you know, fairly heavy opposed to or compared to the RX 100 Mark V, which is, you know, light as a feather. And you know what, I can show you guys right now. So this is my RX 100 Mark V, and this is what it looks like. Give you guys a close-up of that. And I'm actually using this, it's still actually recording as we speak. So I'm gonna sit this back. There we go. And that's my RX 100 Mark V. Okay, so now we're gonna move forward. Oh, here go my lens spray. This is my lens cleaning solution, which was supposed to be in the side of my camera bag, but you know, I had this little camera outing a couple days ago, and I think I just tossed it back into the bag instead of putting it into the side container like it's supposed to be. But here it goes right here. Now what I have here is my GoPro Hero 5. This right here is my all-around beast of an action camera right here, because I can do so much with this. I can go underwater, I can mount this to cars, I can mount it to jet skis, I can mount this to pretty much anything you name. So, you know, I always got to make sure that I got this guy in my camera bag, because you never know what type of crazy footage that you might want to catch, you know, with a GoPro. And you don't want to attach your DSLR or your Sony mirrorless or your Canons or whatever to a suction cup mount and mount it to the outside of a motorcycle or outside of a bike or a helmet, because that camera costs way too much for you to be doing risky things like that. But however, this guy right here, he definitely can take a beating. If it falls, if it goes underwater or anything like that, it's very durable, very sturdy, and it takes a pounding. And the video and audio is pretty damn good in this GoPro right here. And you know, I love it. I take it everywhere and it does the job that other cameras can't do. So yeah, the GoPro Hero 5. So the next item is my Polar Pro Mavic neutral density filters and ND filters. So what I'll do with this is I put this on to my Mavic on bright weather conditions, and it's just like the other ND filter, whereas though it's like sunglasses for your camera. So this right here works wonders with your drone. So if you want to, you know, get those nice cinematic looks or whatever in the sky, you want to slap one of these on to the front camera of your drone, and that's going to help you out and block out some of that unwanted sun and give you a much crispier image when you want to take it to the air. So yeah, Polar Pro, this is what it is right here. And me personally, I like to use the ND16 filter no matter what the outdoor conditions is, whether it's cloudy or whether it's like super bright, because I just like the look that it gives you when you know, pop the memory card into the computer and you go to edit that drone footage. So want that crispy drone footage, this is your guy. Okay. I never leave the house without sunglasses. Most of the time I'm wearing sunglasses, you know, indoor or outdoor, because, you know, I'm just cool like that. But anyway, you know, I like to keep my Ray-Bans with me. You know, I need to have sunglasses on because I feel, you know, naked without them. And in bright conditions and stuff like that, it hurts my eyes. So, you know, the sunglasses not only provide a cool look, but they also provide, you know, relief to my eyes when it's super bright outside, and it's much easier to see in extreme sunlight with these sunglasses on, just like it is for your camera when you put a variable density filter or a neutral density filter on it. So just like your camera need a neutral density filter, the Ray-Bans are your neutral density filter for the eyes. So shout out to Ray-Ban. Okay, and this right here is my DJI Mavic Pro, and this is the case right here that I keep the Mavic Pro in, because I don't want it to be inside of my camera bag and, you know, the propellers and stuff like that get bent up, or, you know, I snap the gimbal on it or something like that. So I keep it inside this hard shell case, and booyah, presto, there you have it right there. So we take it out and we unfold the legs. And this right here is pretty small and it's lightweight for a drone, and you get beautiful cinematics and 4K footage with this drone. So I take this drone with me everywhere I go, obviously, because it stays in my camera bag, and I don't use it as much as I use, you know, my other cameras or anything of that nature. But whenever I need an aerial view, I definitely use this drone, and this drone gets the job done. And I also keep spare batteries, you know, because this only gets about 25 minutes flight time on a full charge, so you definitely want to have spare batteries. So it just snaps right back in there, just like that. And I normally keep about 1 or 2 of these spare batteries in my bag. Right now I only have 1, because I feel as though if I'm out there and I'm trying to get some footage, 25 minutes per battery, so about 50 minutes is great. I can get all the shots that I need aerial wise with 50 minutes of flight time. Technically I can do it with about 40 minutes, but you know, 50 minutes of flight time with 2 of these, 25 minutes per charge. And I keep that in my bag as well. So let's get a look at this. And you see that on there? That is the Polar Pro neutral density filter, the 16, and that allows you 4 stops. So you can turn it down 4 stops with that, and it gives you that nice, beautiful cinematic look. Block out 4 stops of light. So we have the remote control for the DJI, which is also in a hard case shell. And I have this right here, this little bar to protect the joysticks, because the joysticks move from left to right, and I don't want them to have any play or movement when they're inside of the case or the bag. So I put this on here to prevent the movement. And then you just take that off like that, and then you take it out, and it looks like this. It looks like that. So these snap in. A lot of people don't know that. And you unsnap it, and when you flying your drone, you adjust them accordingly like this, and you point the antennas up, and then, you know, you control it or whatever, and then you flip these out, and your monitor or your cell phone goes into the little cradles. So, you know, then you got your little cable right here or whatever, and you connect it to your phone, and this controls your drone. So, you know, you always want to have this charged up and ready to go when you're trying to fly, and make sure that you have your drone updated, because if you don't have your drone updated, you're going to run into some troubles before your flight. So you don't want to, you know, waste no time. You just want to set it up and go. Typically it takes about 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops to set up your DJI if you already got it updated and it's up in the air. Okay, so let's get that away. You heard that snap? It snaps right in. So your antennas won't be all loose. Snaps right in. And I also have the charger for the DJI Mavic, in which I can charge multiple things with this charger, because it has 2 additional USB slots right there. I don't know how good y'all can see that, or whatever. My B cam died, which is my RX100. The battery is exhausted, and you know, you can plug this in and you'll charge your drone batteries and things of that nature. And last but not least, I have this little Low Pro pouch, which I keep all my little drone accessories, you know, like the landing legs and stuff like that. Fit one on each side, one on the tail, and that allows you to land your drone and give you some clearance underneath. This way, when the fans is blowing, you don't suck up dirt and stuff like that into the engine or the motor of your drone, causing it to have failure or something at a later date. So that's what these little legs and stuff is for in the drone. And then I got various batteries for all of my, you know, little cameras and stuff like that. You know, you want to keep at least 2, 3, 4 batteries, or, you know, depending upon how much you shoot. So keep those in there. So there'll be more videos just like this one in the future, and definitely don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.